Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release crochet tutorials and free patterns. And today I'm really excited about this new yarn delivery. So I just ordered this yarn and I just found out about this yarn and I'm so excited to test it out with you. So I'm really excited. So this is Red Heart all-in-one granny square, and I'd never seen this yarn ever, and it has been out a few months. I've never tested it, but as soon as I saw it I knew I needed to get it and test it. So I'm really excited. I can't wait. And so this is a medium 4 yarn and it is colour Black Dove, and in French it's Noir Colombe, and I love it. Oh yes, it's 100% acrylic. I thought it was, and I just love it, and it's kind of like a beautiful colour. I usually, as you know, love my pastels and pinks, but I do love a black grey kind of granny square. And so what I did, I purchased 2 of this yarn because these are quite big, bulky skeins of yarn. It's 250 grams and 417 yards, so that's quite a lot of yarn. And I did purchase this also, which is Red Heart Super Saver, just in a black, because I was thinking if I make a cardigan or something or a shawl with this, I really wanted to have like black yarn to kind of complement these 2 different colors, these colorful yarns. Obviously I had never seen this yarn before, so I thought black was a safe little option. So yeah, so I'm very excited. And so this is kind of like got cream, white, some type of taupe, black, grey and a black colour, and apparently it creates a perfect granny square without changing colours. So this is kind of like a dream yarn, and I'm going to test it on camera with you guys. So yes, I'm very excited. So let's test this. So yeah, so it says on the yarn that you have to start the yarn in the center. So let's pull this out a bit. Let me know in the comments if you've ever used this yarn and if you've liked it. I believe I might need to try a few different crochet hook sizes to get the perfect granny square. I have quite a loose gauge. I think that's how you pronounce that word. So my crochet is quite loose. It's not tight. The yarn pack says you need to use a 5.5mm crochet hook. So I found a 5.5mm crochet hook, and let's start crocheting our granny square. So I'm very excited, and I might have to go up or down a hook size, I'm not sure. So let's try this granny square. So yes, let me know in the comments if you have ever tried this yarn, because I'm very excited. So let's do this. And if you have tested this yarn, let me know what you made with it and if you enjoyed it. I really love the look of this yarn. I have high hopes, so I hope my hope is not going to be crushed. I received this yarn a few weeks, no, maybe 10 days ago, a week or 10 days ago, and I really wanted to film this video. I was so excited about testing this yarn, but my little boy was on holidays, so this week has been just a week where I've been entertaining him and also wicking. So yes, so as you can see, this is not great. What should I do? Because the yarn is coming through and I've not yet finished one square. So I think I need to tighten my gauge. So let's try a 5mm crochet hook and see if this helps. So let me dig out, there we go, 5mm crochet hook, and let's try that. So I'm feeling this is going to be a lot of testing, and yes, and let's leave a little less yarn just in case. Let's see if this works out better. I'm really surprised because I would have thought I would have needed to go up a hook size, but maybe not. Let's try this. Like I said, expect a lot of trial and error with this video. Obviously this isn't a tutorial. I probably will be making a more formal video if I find that I like this yarn. So I'll probably make a formal tutorial. But for now, let's just test this. I'm very excited. I love testing out new products. So let's see. I feel I haven't left enough yarn, but never mind. Let's just carry on. This is just a test. Let's see how this goes. Let me know if you've got any tips or tricks. I literally have not watched any tutorial on how to crochet with this yarn. I wanted it to be a complete and utter surprise on camera. So let's see how this goes with a 5mm crochet hook. Let's see how this goes. I'm feeling it's a bit better. So let's see. I'm so intrigued by this yarn. Ah, we're almost there. Almost. Let's see if I can tighten the last couple of stitches just so that it makes a perfect granny square. So yes, let me know what you think and what projects should I crochet with this yarn. On the pack of yarn it is advertised a sweet little vest, but I'm not really a vest girly, so there we go, a perfect change. Look at this, I'm very excited. Let me zoom in, let me show you. So as you can see, this is a perfect, almost perfect granny square change. So let's do this. Let's see how this goes. I'm so intrigued. Let me know if you've used this yarn, and if you have used this yarn, let me know which colours you used and if you enjoyed it. I'm really intrigued at how this yarn is going to work. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of the light grey. Honestly, I don't know if this yarn isn't going to trigger anxiety actually as I'm going along and trying to make a perfect granny square, and then I suddenly see that I don't have enough colour left, and then I'm going to be anxious. So let me know what you think, and let me know what project you want me to make with this. I'm thinking a black cardigan, well, not a black cardigan, but like a kind of like a granny square cardigan, but like more of a bigger cardigan, like a slightly oversized long cardigan, I'm thinking. I'm not sure. Let's see how this goes. I'm hoping that the yarn is going to be okay, that I'm going to have enough, yes, that it's going to be okay. Otherwise, I'll still use it. I'm not going to waste this yarn, but I think that I might have a bit of like OCD. Like if it's not perfect, I might start getting annoyed, I don't know. So there we go, almost a perfect second round. I hope I was on camera actually, because I forgot to de-zoom, so I apologize. There we go, I've de-zoomed a bit. So we've almost got a perfect second round. So that means I can loosen my gauge a bit, because I think I was getting anxiety. And let's do this again actually, just to see if I loosen my gauge, if it turns out better. Let's start from here again. So yes, at least I can loosen my gauge a bit, because I have a very loose crochet hand. I don't really like tight crochet, especially for granny squares, especially for that type of thing. I tend to like a flowy crochet effect. So I would usually, with this type of yarn, I would actually have sized up with a crochet hook. With this yarn, if it wasn't like an automatic yarn change color thingy, I would actually go up. I would go up at least to a 6mm crochet hook. I would definitely go up. But it is what it is, c'est la vie. So here we go. Let's do this. I'm very happy for now. I'm very excited. This is very promising. It's very promising. I have to say, I'm very happy. I'm very excited. So yes, so let's do this. I'm hoping to crochet at least one granny square with this yarn. So let's do this. So yes, it's going to be a fun experience, and so much easier if this yarn actually does what it promises that it does. Honestly, I think I would be repurchasing this in different colors, because I do love a granny square. However, as we all know, different colored granny squares can be such a hassle, especially with all the loose ends. It can be such a nightmare. So this is life-changing, literally life-changing, if this actually works. And hopefully this is a popular yarn, and so hopefully it is a success and they don't discontinue it, because I don't like when I love a yarn and I order a yarn and then I get very excited about it and then it gets discontinued and I'm heartbroken. And once again, I am going to bring up Caron Angel Cakes, which is an example of a yarn that I absolutely adore and love, and I do have some of it left in the house, and they've literally stopped making that yarn, so I'm devastated. But anyways, this is really fun, so I hope you're enjoying this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you are enjoying this video. And yes, this is quite fun to make, so hopefully we'll be able to make a full granny square. So I apologize for the lighting. Also, I have got all my lights on, but here in the UK, The clocks have gone back 1 hour, so I don't know if you have that in other countries, but in England the clocks went back and it actually gets really, really dark really early, especially if you live in the north like myself. So okay, I'm not gonna have enough of this colour to finish this round, so I'm so upset. I'm going to have to probably... Okay, my lights have gone out, so I apologize. Hopefully I'll be able to plug them back in, so I'm going to have to redo this round. I apologize. I did say that this was going to be a lot of undoing and redoing just for this first granny square, but this is actually quite promising. So I'm going to tighten my crochet and hopefully my lights will come back on. I apologize, but I don't want to interrupt my filming because I'm really enjoying this video. So as soon as I can, I'll pop my lights back on. I think they were just overheating exactly at the point where I was explaining about the clocks going back. And honestly, it gets very dark very early, especially if you live in the north like me. So yes, I apologize. So let me check my light and see it's coming back on. There we go. I'll leave this light on. So yes, so hopefully we get the first round done. Okay, so I did go off camera for a bit because I have struggled with the third round, but I finally managed it almost. So here we go. I'm going to start the next round and I did finish it perfectly. So for now I do have a perfectly done granny square, but it does come at the cost of having to undo it a few times if necessary. So for now, I did find the first 2 rounds to be really pretty straightforward, to be fair. I did find the third round to be quite difficult to get right. And I had to go back, I think 3 times or even 4 times to get it right. So I'm a bit annoyed about that, but let's carry on. Let's carry on. It's just hard for me because I'm not used to crocheting with a tight gauge. So for me it's hard mentally to kind of not have a loose gauge. But it's nice to try something different, and honestly, I think it's quite a fun exercise. I'm just hoping that each and every granny square that I make isn't going to be a struggle. Or let me know if you would not be bothered if it's not exactly the right shade, if you know what I mean. If you don't finish each round perfectly, let me know if that would bother you. I don't know if it would bother me. Let me have a little think. I'd have to try it out, but for now I'm trying to have the perfect granny square. And to be fair to the yarn, it is, you know, promising. I'm finding it quite promising for now and quite a fun thing to do. And like I say, if it does become a popular yarn, then it's really good because that means you don't have to go through the hassle of having to switch yarns and snip off your yarn and this and that, which can be really tedious. To be fair, so many loose ends. So let's see how we get on with the 4th round. and I think then there's a 5th round and that's it, which is quite nice actually. 5 rounds of granny square is quite nice. I did notice that this yarn is a bit speckled, so there are traces of darker colours, and on the lighter shade, I'm feeling I'm not going to be able to finish this round with this colour. Okay, I'm going to have to go back again. So I went off camera to finish this round, and once again, like the 3rd round, it was a bit of a difficult one, but I managed in the end to get the 4th round to be a perfect granny square. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm hoping the last one is going to be less difficult, but this is going to be in any case less difficult, I'm assuming, because if there's a little bit left of the yarn, it's not going to matter, because I am at the end of the day going to need to snip off the yarn and sew in my loose end. So I am going to be needing a little bit of the extra colour, just because I like to sew in my loose ends, just because I think that it makes for a safer project. So I'm hoping I'm going to have enough colour for that part. Hopefully hopefully left enough yarn for that, if that makes sense. So let's do this 5th round and hope for the best. I am tightening my gauge quite a bit as I go. So I'm just hoping. So yes, so this is very exciting. I'm enjoying this project. I really am, and I'm really enjoying filming this video. So let me know once again what you think, and if you've used this yarn before, and if you have used it, let me know what you made. Yeah, I saw that there were quite a few different shades, so that was exciting. That was really exciting to see all the different shades that they had. I actually hesitated. I almost bought a pastel one with pink in. That was so pretty. It was so pretty. But I just thought, you know what, we're almost in winter. I've always wanted to do a black inspired kind of granny square cardigan. So I thought this is my chance to do this cardigan with a yarn that's going to be less annoying than having to sew in lots of loose ends, hopefully. So yeah, let's do this. I'm hoping I'm going to have enough yarn for this whole round, and yeah, so let's finish this. Okay, so I'm back and I finished my my 5th round. I'm snipping off. I do have some leftover yarn because I did tighten my gauge quite a lot compared to what I usually do, but I've just snipped it off and this is what we have. So I'm very pleased. I don't know how I'm going to secure the center. I need to pull this tight and see how that goes, but for now I'm very happy with this granny square. It's perfect. Honestly, it really is perfect. It did take some adjusting and some tightening of my gauge, which is a bit strange for me feeling my project like this, but I mean, I'm willing to do that, and hopefully yes, I'll make my cardigan. I'm very excited. I love this, and it makes quite a large granny square. Let's see how much it measures. Let's see how big it is. 6 inches. I think that's what's written on the pack actually. Yes, it's 6 inches by 6 inches. So I'm very pleased with this. I did have to go down a hook size, which I was surprised about. To be honest, I thought I would have to go up, or maybe not, because I do know I have quite a loose gauge. So I wasn't sure. But anyways, this was exciting. I'm very pleased. Apparently one ball of yarn makes 14 granny squares. So I don't know how many granny squares I would need in width to have a cardigan. 26 inches. Let's de-zoom. Sorry. That would be 24 inches would be the width for 4 granny squares. 6 and 12 and then another 6, so 24. So I don't know if this would be wide enough for an, yes, probably perfect for an oversized cardigan in my size. And then yeah, so I'd need I'd have to do the maths for that, but yes, it seems like with 2 balls of yarn I'd be able to make my cardigan and this extra ball of Red Hot Super Saver. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you like these types of videos, let me know, because I'll be making more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!